get caught up in stuff and have to be here and have to be there and have to make this and have to make that and have to go there. Who's done with their Christmas shopping? 3, 4. We got a half a hand. I'm almost done. In fact. 5 shopping days left. 5. Do we get busy? Do we forget what this is about? Has this holiday season been somewhat over-commercialized? Can we put aside thinking about the right gift, throw out the brains, and move into the heart? What's the greatest gift you can give someone?
Free house cleaning.
Free house cleaning. That would work for me. Wasn't what I was thinking, but.
Love.
Your love. Last year, about this time, I had a phone call, and I was caught up in some of the busyness, and I was a little tired, and I wasn't feeling real good, and someone wanted a treatment, and they wanted kind of a blessing for something that was going on, and I sat on the phone and tried to act like I was there, and I really wasn't. But I forced myself to dig down. Despite how I was feeling, despite that I felt that there was lack going on in my life and I didn't have the energy or the time or the ability to give at that moment, I knew this was my responsibility. And I'm a responsible person, so I said, okay. And I quieted myself and I took a deep breath. And I found that my heart was still full. Because as soon as I took that breath with the desire to give something, I was filled up. And when I hung up the phone, I was filled with energy, enthusiasm. It transformed me, despite where I was and what I was feeling. I was able to dig down and find that blessing. And when I gave the blessing, it came back to me tenfold. Can you give a blessing? Is there anybody that you know in your life that could use a blessing? Probably more than a gift. More than the scarf or the tie or the cookies. Cookies are good. Sorry, Dan. But cookies are really good.
And housekeeping.
The greatest gift that we can give is our blessing. And you might think, who am I to give a blessing? Who am I? I don't have anything to give. I don't know this stuff. Some of you guys have studied for years and you know all this, but who am I to give a blessing? I don't know this stuff. The question is, who are you not to? Because it doesn't take years of study. It doesn't take knowing the right words. That's up here in the brains, remember? And we threw out the brains.
Mm-hmm.
The blessing comes from the heart. See, this season of Christmas is here to teach us some things and remind us of some things that we all know. We just don't always remember them. I'm going to go back to my notes because I want to get all of this in. I'm going to share with you the metaphysical understanding of what Christmas is, which is what this Christ consciousness is about. This being, Jesus, was born in a manger. Remember that part of the story? That's humble. It's a place of humility. This wasn't a king born into the world with short spoons. It was a long spoon person. Born in the most humble of circumstances. But what is humility? Is humility lowliness? Oh, now we get interesting. True humility does not mean self-abasement, but rather is an attitude which Emerson tells us is willing to get our bloated nothingness out of the way of the divine surface. Humility is not about your smallness, but the lie of your smallness. That's from the Science of Mind textbook. Not the part about the lie of your smallness, but the other part of that quote was from the Science of Mind textbook, because that's what humility is. So from humble circumstances is this place where you're willing to get your bloated nothingness out of the way. Humility is where you can stand in your truth and your power. Christmas in the story also means that this person, Jesus, born as a man, went through his life and came to accept his divinity. Knowing he was born perfectly human, just like you and me, came into this life and found out he was a divine being. You are a divine being. Pearl. Yeah. And Shayla. And Maureen. And Jean. And Kim. And Angie. And Carol. And Rita sitting way in the back. Jack, probably asleep. Marty. Maggie. Marilyn. Joplin. Each and every single one of you is a divine being. Have you come to really accept your divinity? Have you found that in yourself? Because if you were the one who sat there and said, I can't give a blessing, I don't know how to do that, you haven't quite gotten there yet. You said, yes, I have something to give. I can be a blessing. I can give a blessing. I can share love. I can share light. You have started to understand your divinity. We have this gift every year of this calendar coming around and allowing us once a year to remember the truth of who and what we are. We are divine beings in human form, here to give love and light to each other. I might take up your song time, your group song time. Is that okay? Okay. Close your eyes a moment. Try to unburden yourself of things that are around you. I'm going to allow you to practice a short meditation that we've been doing in our intention class. As you breathe in, think to yourself, I am peace and filled with joy. Do that a couple of times. I am peace and filled with joy. I am peace and filled with joy. Now call to your attention someone in your life you would love to give a blessing to. Someone you care deeply for. And as you inhale, say, I am peace and filled with love. And as you exhale, say, I bless you and give you love. I am peace and filled with joy. I bless you and give you my love. I am peace and filled with joy. I bless you and give you